Maximize your possessions. You got to maximize your defensive possessions. And it's just 4 or 5 possessions in that game are critical to win a championship game. So we'll learn again from it. Hopefully, it will help us in the NCAA tournament because you waste possessions in offense and defense. Right? In the NCAA tournament, you're probably going to lose because everybody's pretty good. So I loved the way we fought hard. We stayed in there. We kept our poise. Right, for the most part, but it wasn't good enough to win it. So they're really a bad matchup for us with shooters everywhere. And Tillman is such a different guy to guard right now. He's really good. He gets offensive rebounds. He's a tough guard. And then you see 2 of the best point guards in the country going at it out there. It was really a great basketball game.
How do you feel about your bracket?
I mean, I never have. Being a 2 seed, I don't think that's ever happened to me as a coach. I don't think it has it?
Yeah. 2014.
Oh, 14 we were a 2 seed, so I guess it's pretty good. But I do think it's not about that. Not about the seed. We're gonna have to go. We go to Des Moines, which is not close, but fairly close, and we play Montana again, who I think they went and won 27 or 28 games again.
John, what went wrong defensively against San Antonio today?
Well, we were trying to give help. It's an interesting concept. You got one of the best passers in the country. You got a great big man that can really roll to the basket and catch everything. And they catch you in some action that you got to find one or the other. And Matt's a really good shooter. We probably had to close out with more length and quicker when he made those long passes.
And there was a moment late in the game, Rivers hits a 3, and then McQuaid just goes and hits another 3.
They answered really well. So once again, you got a 4-year player who's paid his dues, and he's really practiced really hard, and he had a heck of a game. And let's say he's got a heck of a point guard that finds him all the time.
With a loss that means so much to these guys, the emotion and the rivalry, and quickly switching gears to the national tournament, how do you coach young men that really have to kind of turn the page quickly?
No, this is life right now. You're going to have your journey is going to be incredible. Well, you'll have great days, and you'll have bad days. You'll have children that excite you one minute and frustrate you the next. Right? And you'll have job opportunities that are great, and you'll have job opportunities that don't work out. It's life, and that's how we do it. We just move on. You got 2 great, you got 2 great programs representing the Big Ten at the highest level, and we're proud to be one of those 2 programs.
Looked like Jordan was fouled on the last shot. What did you see on that play?
I think he was maybe trying to get fouled. No, I didn't. I don't know if he was fouled or not. Right? They still had a foul to give, so it's a little bit more difficult. Which says a little bit. If they still have a foul to give right now, we didn't take the ball to the basket enough. You got to get to the foul line. When they still have 3 fouls to give against a physical team, you just can't settle. And so it's a. But he tried to get fouled. I'm sure he doesn't like the shot. We certainly didn't.
John, you have a roster that's never lost a Big Ten tournament game. So what'd you tell the guys in the locker room, and what can they take from this as they gear up for March Madness?
Well, most of their roster only has been through 4 games. Of last year has won 6 in a row. But at the same time, they're young, and let's just get better for it. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of programs that just would like to get to Saturday night in this tournament, Saturday afternoon in this tournament on CBS, rather than playing the championship game. They were in the championship three years in a row. It says a lot about them, but it's a great feather in their cap to get that far. But we like winning championships.
Do you practice those situations where the team has fouls to give, but
I don't think we practice those. No, I mean they're going to foul you. There's nothing to practice. You want to get to that point where you have to go to the line. They still might have fouled us, right? Yeah. They still might have fouled us with a 1-on-1. So you're trying to do that, and they overplayed JT. He probably could have went up strong with a jump shot and stayed that foul, but he chose to do that.
John, is this late in the game in the season? How do you address something like the last couple minutes of execution?
It's not the last couple minutes. It's about the full volume of 40 minutes. If we're playing, if I'm playing you, Brennan, and we're playing, and you got the ball 5 times, and I don't get any, you're going to win the game. So you can't give away 5 or 6 possessions a game and say, my bad. You can't do that. And that's what we did today. Tell me a bad shot Michigan State took today. You didn't find one, not one. And so, good teams value each possession.
Coach, it seems like after last loss to Michigan State, it was kind of a rallying point for you guys. Kind of came into this tournament hot. Do you feel like this could possibly be a blessing in disguise?
I think every loss has been a rallying point for us. That we learn from every loss, and we'll learn from this one.
Now, do you think you got on that? Do you think that overall you got better this week? Last 3 days?
Oh yeah, without question, without question. We got a great confidence back. Got Charles back in there a little bit. He's certainly not himself right now, and but we did get him back in there. And then what we've seen is Isaiah Livers, making big plays. So there's no question. We have had a lot of teams switching on us now. We got a better plan for that. We see that going forward, and didn't always work for us, but we're definitely better than we were.
Given the response after the last loss, their East Lansing, it seemed like they responded well.
No, that's the goal, and we'd like to avoid losing to get better. But it's a fact of life. It's going to happen and keep growing. But like I said, this is not as much about us. That team is really, really, really good. When McQuaid's hit, sometimes he was open, but tell me a time a guy makes 6 for 7. The great shooters go 4 for 7. He goes 6 for 7. Terrific job. He drew a foul, drew a 3-point play. That's big. Same thing he did last time. He's a really smart, good player because he's a senior. He's a great senior. And college basketball needs more Matt McQuaid seniors out there so that teams can really win. They're doing that. Goins, senior. The seniors really help teams win at this time.
John, you mentioned this shot selection. What do you think has been the issue?
We have just ceilings that guys can't push through, right? And so it's all part of their growth.
Is that an issue that's unique to this year's team that hasn't existed?
It's constant basketball everywhere, and when guys sort of get that, we get better. Everybody gets better.
What's the balance when some of those shots go in?
They're going to get you in the long run. They're going to get you in the long run. You're not going to win. You got to value possession and turnovers. You got to take good shots, and you can't just put your head down and say, "I'll make something happen." And we've gotten so much better at that. So much better, and it's a process.
How do you fix some of the issues affecting this team's composure when it gets tight in games?
No, it's not about tight. It wasn't about tight games today. It was. We had some really good looks during the tight. It's about the whole game of just wasting possessions against a very, very efficient team. They're slightly more efficient than us. 2 minutes to go, or what was it? 1 minute to go, 1:15 to go. It's a 2-point game. That's slightly more efficient than us in their game. Makes them different. Again, got a heck of a coach, and they have just older kids that really get some of these things, and we're still learning some of that.
Can you shed light on the conversation with Jordan or his mood afterwards?
No, I didn't talk with any of you. Just talk with the team. Who are you talking about?
Your conversation with Jordan or
no, I didn't talk with. I just talked with the team. We don't deal with any of that yet. We'll watch video and then we'll try to make some educated education.
You said good teams.
Time for a couple more guys.
Good teams don't waste possessions, but you guys are 28-6 overall. So
exactly. We've done a really good job of not wasting possessions, and I think one of the things that has been really good for us is we've had a lot of blowouts. Right, it means we're really good, but those blowouts don't lead you to value them more and more. Right, so that's part of the thing. Like I said, 28-6, a heck of a record. Right, when two Big Ten or go to the championship game. As I said, so there's teams all over the country would love to just get to Saturday, and here we are on Sunday, and we're down. It's not going to get us down. We're on to the NCAA tournament, right? And now let's see what we can do there, and we'll learn from what we did today. And we've got good kids on this team. Every last one of them will look at that and say, "Why did I do that?" Or the coaches will say, "Why did we call that play?" And we all grow.
Can you produce a slight uptick in efficiency in a matter of days?
We have before, but a lot of times it could be a week. It could be a year, a month. It could be 3 years, 4 years, where all of a sudden you see that efficiency, and we'll work at it.
Shot selection has been something that I know you've emphasized with Jordan specifically all year. I guess, how did you feel about the shots he took today?
As a team right now, we really did a great job. But there's a few times each game that we do not take good shots. But I'm not going to single anybody out. We just got good shots.
Thanks, everybody.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Make sure you check your email for the credentials.